Well, damn it. I had recorded this once before, but forgot to turn off push to talk on my streaming setup. Um, don't mind my voice. I am sick. Can't help it. But I had promised people that I would get the open input module going for them, and I'm true to my word. I done most of the cleanup on it this weekend, and so today I just deleted a bunch of excess junk in it, cleaned it up as best as I could, and released it to people that directly asked me for it. I came with some setup instructions. You have to kind of hack around some limitations of the engine currently because prior to 4.21, I was side loading OpenVR 0.16 because the engine version of OpenVR wasn't high enough yet to actually get the skeletal transforms. And in 4.21, where they've actually implemented, dog, stop it. They've actually implemented the newest version of OpenVR, there's still an issue because they're overriding the action manifest that you put your actions into every time the program launches, and there's no room for me to insert the skeletal actions into it. And they said that they will support skeletal actions in the future, but I'm assuming that that means post 4.21 because they've already got their backend for UE4 on 4.22. So for now, it's still a little bit of a hack to get this working seamlessly. I didn't want to manually load an action manifest because it breaks all other input in the engine. I know a few others have been doing that. I think that's kind of a bad idea, but I mean, if it works, it works. Do whatever you want. Like I said, I'm shipping with a couple of their reference models. You can also bind it to default UE4 skeletons. This is a VR hand, and this is the normal robot hand. You probably do not want to leave mesh morphing on. I have a ballow mesh morphing boolean on the open input skeletal component, and that's what makes the bones actually move to transform around objects and follow the locations that they want to be in. Unfortunately, most UE4 skeleton meshes do not have any kind of hand weighting or mesh weighting on the back of the palm or the back of the hand or the palm, even anywhere around that area. It's just they're all weighted on the finger bones, and then the palm is one solid chunk of mesh. So when you go do something like work around a controller like this, you get your root bone, which sticks here static. Now your fingers are off, jutting out, detached, and ugly looking. And I mean, that's just what it is. The content wasn't set up for these kind of hand actions. You can keep them like these are, where it's just playing the rotation for the animations, but those also aren't ideal. If you really wanted to get some good hands going in VR, you should probably reference the official Valve reference models, which I've packaged in, and use those as a base. And they also have a document on their wiki about why they set them up as they did, all the bones and all the different architecture for the skeleton. So you might want to reference that as well. The module that I'm providing per request is pretty much where I'm going to be on final when Epic fixes the problems there are currently, and I actually release it to everyone. So it's fairly seamless to get going. It's not that difficult. There is gesture detection, but I didn't have time to write up a tutorial for it, so the people that I gave this to can ask me questions directly about how to implement the gesture detection. I mean, it should be pretty good to get going. Aside from that, I've been I will say that, again, I'm not releasing this module publicly yet because it's a bit hacky, and it's only by request to people that I know use the plugin and that I have direct correspondence to, so I'm sorry if anyone else wants it, but I'm not going to give it away to everyone yet. I've been working on the grip scripts recently because obviously that's the big new plugin feature, and they were bound to be a little buggy since they were just fully implemented, and there were bugs, and there was a major one where when object with a grip script went out of relevancy range in a network environment, when it came back in, it would cause an error on the actor channel because it was trying to replicate something that hadn't been garbage collected yet. And I thought this was an engine bug. I spoke with someone else that thought this was an engine bug who had the same issue. I reported it, and it turns out that, I mean, it was more of an implementation issue on my end and the other person's end. Um, it's not really something that's documented anywhere, so we didn't really have any way of knowing this. But I've got it fixed now, so GripScript should be fully fine and networked. That was the only thing I was worried about. They should be great. I mean, they come back, they work as they should, everything should be fine. I've just been fixing minor implementation bugs with the default grip scripts and doing some more back-end work, exposing more things, making it easier to use and create them and work with them. I do have it on my list to complete the Gun Tools grip script. That is my number one priority after the grip scripts are fully stable. They still need some iteration. I realize that a lot of people want that, and that it's a big priority for a lot of people. So I will get on that, I promise. Other than that, plugin's pretty stable in 4.21. 4.21 was a very minor upgrade compared to every other engine version ever. The only thing that had to change was the PhysX library API changed. So I got that bashed out and copied some files over, and it's good. It's been stable. It's been clean. A lot better than 4.20 was at the beginning. So hopefully some people actually make the upgrade to 4.21 now that skipped out on 2.0 and get to play with all the new features that they haven't been able to access. That's about it, though. I'll see you around. Bye-bye. It's hard to wave to myself. Goodbye.